Hello student, now in this video we are going to discuss about electrical decomposition reaction. We already have discussed in previous video thermal decomposition reaction. Now let us see first definition, what is the meaning of electrical decomposition reaction. Electrical decomposition reaction can be defined as the decomposition reaction occur by passing electricity through the substance. This is known as electrical decomposition reaction or it is known as electrolysis. Now here I am going to consider the example of electrolysis of water. Now in electrolysis of water we will find that when electricity is passed through the liquid water, it gets decomposed into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Hydrogen gas get evolved at cathode and oxygen gas get evolved at anode. Now let us see the figure. In this figure you will find that there is a plastic mug. In this plastic mug, carbon rods are fit with the help of rubber cord, and these two carbon rod works as electrode, and these two electrode connected with the 6-volt battery. One electrode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, another electrode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Now these two electrodes, they are known as cathode and anode. Now how they are known as cathode and anode? Now here you must aware of the concept of the electrical conduction through the liquids, right? Now in this reaction you will find that there is a anode and cathode depending upon the electrode is connected to the positively charged terminal or negatively charged terminal of the battery. So here cathode is connected with the negative charged terminal of the battery, anode is connected with the positively charged terminal of the battery. So therefore in this cathode and anode there is connection of the battery, and thus through the battery electric current is passed through the water. Water is taken in this plastic mug. In this water there is some drops of acid, few drops of acid we are going to add to make it properly electrical conductive. Now here water is poor electric conductor, therefore electric current will not flow easily. And to make water more conductive about electricity, we have to add few drops of acid. As we are going to add few drops of acid, the acid will ionize in water, and through the positive and negatively charged ions, the electricity is conducted in the water. Now you can find over here, there are two test tubes which are in inverted position. They are placed on cathode and anode. These two test tubes are having presence of water inside it. Now these two test tubes are placed in inverted condition, in which you will find that one test tube contains hydrogen gas, another test tube contains oxygen gas. This hydrogen and oxygen gas collected over the water when the electric current is passed through this water. And thus you will find that two gases are formed, hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen gas is evolved at cathode, oxygen gas is evolved at anode. Now these hydrogen and oxygen gas, you will find here the quantity is different. This is the volume occupied by hydrogen gas, this is the volume occupied by oxygen gas. Why there is a difference in the hydrogen and oxygen gas volume? Because you know that water molecule has two atoms of hydrogen, one atom of oxygen. So this experiment clearly indicates you that there is hydrogen and oxygen in the water molecule. They are in proportion of 2:1 by volume. Means 2 part of hydrogen and 1 part of oxygen by volume, that is in the water molecule. Now how we can check that in which test tube there is a hydrogen gas, in which test tube there is a oxygen gas. Now if we bring a burning candle near these two test tubes, one test tube will be extinguishing the candle. If you bring test tube near to burning candle, then you will find that the test tube gas will extinguish the burning candle and it will start burning with the popping sound. So that test tube contains the hydrogen gas. If you bring the candle near to the another test tube's mouth, then the gas in the test tube will make the burning candle burn more brightly. Indicates that the test tube contains oxygen gas because oxygen is supporter of burning, and thus you will find that the hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, they both are present in the water molecule. So in case of hydrogen gas test tube, the burning candle will extinguish and the gas will burn with popping sound. In case of oxygen gas test tube, the candle will burn brightly because oxygen is supporter of burning, and thus water will be decomposed by the electricity into two gases, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Now this hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, they are present in the ratio of 2:1 by volume. Clear? Now we will move forward for the another example. In the another example, I have taken the decomposition of molten sodium chloride. Now molten sodium chloride, when we pass the electricity, it will convert it into sodium metal and chlorine gas. So the two products obtained, that is, one is sodium metal, another is chlorine gas. Sodium metal is obtained at cathode and chlorine gas is obtained at anode. So this is another example of electrolysis reaction. We will see third example of the electrolysis reaction, that is electrolysis of molten aluminum oxide. Now I will write the equation over here. Aluminium oxide is having formula Al2O3. So I am going to write the equation. Now you will find there are two products, aluminium metal and oxygen gas. Aluminium metal is deposited at cathode and oxygen gas is evolved at anode. Thus, molten aluminium oxide will be also undergoing electrolysis to produce aluminium metal and oxygen gas. Now we will see the next type of reaction, that is photolysis or photochemical decomposition reaction. So let us see what is the meaning of photochemical decomposition. Now students, we will take one example, that when white color silver chloride crystals are placed in a china dish and they are kept in sunlight for some time, what happens to the color of the crystals? You will find that after some time the color of the crystal changes to grayish white. Why this is happened? Because there is photochemical decomposition is taking place when you expose silver chloride crystals to sunlight. Now these silver chloride crystals undergo decomposition in presence of light. That is why this is known as photochemical decomposition or photolysis. So the definition for this photochemical decomposition reaction is, this decomposition reaction takes place in presence of light. Now here example of silver chloride I have taken. The reaction I have written in the form of equation as twice AgCl, light, because in presence of light the decomposition is going to take place. These crystals are white in color. When the decomposition takes place, the products are twice Ag plus Cl2 gas. The grayish white color crystals of silver are formed along with the evolution of chlorine gas. Similarly, another compound, that is silver bromide, which is pale yellow color crystals, or silver bromide crystals are pale yellow in color. When they are kept outside in the sunlight, then they also decompose into silver and bromine vapors. So here again you will get grayish white color silver plus bromine vapors which are brown color. Now here the light is maybe sunlight or bulb light. And these two compounds, silver chloride and silver bromide, they are used in black and white photography. Therefore, when they expose to the sunlight, they immediately undergo decomposition process. And this decomposition is due to the presence of light. That is why it is known as photochemical decomposition reaction. I hope student, this video is helpful for you to understand the concept of electrolytic decomposition reaction and photolytic decomposition reaction or photochemical decomposition reaction. If you like watching my videos, subscribe and comment. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.